27 years old, from Ploiesti. Works as a security guard, his day job in a Bucharest casino, and a very good amateur record. He comes from the same gym as former WBA champion Leonard Dorin, and his hero, well, it had to be, didn't it? Romanian Lucian Bute, and he's enjoying his moments as well.
Please welcome into the ring, from Oldham, Ronnie Heffron!
Ronnie's got his usual small army of fans cheering him on. Popular fighter. Dad Tommy was an ABA finalist years gone by. Brother Mark a fighter as well. And Ronnie Heffron, trained by Anthony Farnell, with whom he's been working since he was just 14 years old, and now as a professional, undefeated in 8 fights. Really exciting fighter, and on the front foot when he's dominating, he can look very, very impressive. They called him the new Ricky Hatton. He likes that nickname, he likes to impress, likes to look good, and will want to produce fireworks here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frank Warren and VIP Promotions proudly presents our next contest this evening. It's 8 3-minute rounds contest in the welterweight division. Firstly, weighing in 11 stone, 4 pounds, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red shorts. He comes into the ring with a record of 14 wins, 11 losses and 1 draw with 2 KOs. Please welcome, from Romania, Ionut, Trandafir, Ilie. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, with an unbeaten record of 8 wins, with 4 KOs to his name. Weighing in 11 stone, 1 pound, wearing the dark blue shorts, from Oldham, please welcome, Ronnie Heffron! Your referee in charge is Mark Lyson of Liverpool, who will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay, Coach, please obey my commands. I tell you to break clearly, defend yourselves at all times, okay? Go on, T-Ball.
Heffron, clearly the taller man, looking down at Ilie, who has only ever failed to win on 1 occasion in Romania. Elsewhere, well, he's only won twice out of 13 fights.
I'm sure Anthony Farnell and Ronnie Heffron will have seen a few videos of him, maybe on the YouTube. They may have got a few DVDs on the typical Ronnie Heffron, right out, straight on the attack, and exciting as ever.
Straight out, fast hands, and a couple of solid body shots as well to test Ilie in the early stages. The Romanian just content to cover up and have a look. He said Heffron is strong, he's got good technique, but tonight he most certainly will not get everything his own way. Well, we'll see. Interesting that Ilie was weighing in the better part of 3/4 of a stone over the welterweight limit.
You wouldn't think so by looking at the moat, would you?
Heffron, heavy-handed, likes to march forward, throwing those aggressive hooks. He's a great lover of Ricky Hatton, of course, as a fighter, and an admirer of Miguel Cotto.
You can see why, can't you? The style, you know, it's no secret how he boxes and how he fights and how he comes out. He's exciting, he's really exciting to watch, and you know, he can be it as well, and that adds to the excitement of him, I think.
Anthony Farnell's been saying that he'd fancy Ronnie against any welterweight in the country, with the exception of Kell Brook.
I've got a brother in the welterweight division, so I can't really answer that one, you know.
You can?
I can, and I'd have to disagree with Arnie. You know, Ronnie's a top kid, and I've got nothing against Ronnie, obviously. You know, I'm here to do a job, and I think I really admire watching Ronnie. I love watching him boxing. It's going to make it exciting, you know, when he gets near the top. It is going to make it exciting when all these kids start coming through, you know. my brother Lee and Ronnie. You know, Ronnie's got a brother himself who's a hell of a kid as well, you know, and a good fighter, and there's a lot of good kids at the top of welterweight division already, the likes of Kell Brook, Matthew Atten, and everyone else in the division. It's a massive division. It's probably one of our most popular divisions, and probably one of the most populated divisions as well.
Nice uppercut from Heffron. Ilie just looking towards the referee, suggesting that the body shot which created the opening was low, but I don't think it was. It's maybe on the belt, as was that. Ilie had a very good amateur record. His former Romanian junior champion won 93 of 127 amateur fights. There's a lot of blood in there. It's from the nose of Ilie, I think. Only in the first round of an 8-rounder as well. There's another terrific uppercut from Heffron.
As sickening as those shots, especially you can see the toll it's having, the effect it's having on his nose, you know, and they will take the toll all night. Where Heffron, he throws a lot of those body shots, what a borderline, and I love watching him throw them, you know, the lovely shots, and if they're borderline, you know, but most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they'll come up, and they're always coming up, so they'll always land in the pit of the stomach, and he throws them really well.
A lot of blood coming from the nose of Ilie now, and that's got to be affecting his breathing.
He's just had a little look to his corner and give a little shake of his head there, you know. Yeah, he doesn't seem too happy. I don't know whether it's with the fight, whether it's with Heffron, whether he doesn't like the tactics or what, but he gave a little shake of his head. Maybe because of his nose, you know, his nose looks in a bad way.
Yeah. We saw a fight on Boxnation recently with Derry Matthews, and he got, as that left hand was certainly low there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was going to say Derry took heavy shots on the nose, and that, as much as anything, was what provided the opening and the opportunity for his Italian opponent to really prosper. Good first round from Heffron.
Yeah, it was. You know, as I said when he first came out, he's exciting, he's good to watch, he throws lovely shots, and it's all or nothing with him most of the time with Ronnie, the way he throws the shots, and there's a lot of power in every shot, he puts a lot of effort into every shot, but he must have a good engine on him because he maintains that for the rest of the fight as well.
He fights like a real extrovert, but personally he's not really particularly busy, but his fighting style is.
He's a lovely, quiet lad, and his family, you know, they're a nice family. His dad's a lovely fellow, his brother's a nice kid as well. He is really quiet, as you say. It's surprising when he fights, you wouldn't think that way, you know, the way he fights everyone as if they own some money, doesn't he?
Told you to do something, by and large, well, you might not say which way would you want it done, but I think I certainly would.
He's not even that type either. He's a lovely kid, isn't he? As we were saying, you know, he's so polite, so nice. He's always pretty quiet, as you say. He fights like an extrovert, but he's a bit of an introvert himself.
Sparred Amir Khan as well in previous times as Heffron, and apparently acquitted himself very well. Freddie Roach was suitably impressed with him.
You can see what he's looking for. He's trying to sink that left hook in down to the body, around the back of the elbows, but Ilie's got a good defence. He's tight, he's strong, he's nice and stiff, and he's nice and solid with his defence as well, you know, so it's going to take a few rounds, I think, to break him down and to get that shot in.
I don't doubt Ricky Hatton will be keeping a watch on this fight somewhere as well, and he'd be appreciating those body shots.
Yeah, anyone who likes that type of fighting will appreciate these. You know, he's throwing lovely body shots in nicely, but he's touching the head nice as well up first, just to bring the elbows up and around the front to relax him a little bit, and then, you know, putting them round. And that's always the advice that Ricky Hatton used to give fighters when I'd see him in the gym, and he'd give myself that advice as well when we were always training together. Touch the top first, you know, let them know something's coming to the head, and then sink it downstairs when they're not expecting it, and it's always the way to throw that shot. But his advice as well all the time, Ricky Hatton, he always has a good way with words. You know, these type of fighters, you land a few good shots early like Ronnie's done, and then you just want to shut up shop, and you've got to prize them open with the little shots here and there, little pot shots here and there, and every shot doesn't have to be a big shot. When they start relaxing and loosening up a bit, then you let your big shots go. It's all about timing, and he was one of the best at doing it.
Lovely hand speed from Heffron there, switching angle and attack from head to body. You could see the buzz of acclaim round at ringside.
Boxing great, he's doing very well.
Said he admires Miguel Cotto. Talking Cotto, do you think he's got a bit of a squeak against Mayweather or not?
I've gone him against Mayweather before, you know, and I'll never go against him again. He's certainly up against it, Cotto, but I think Mayweather's just a totally different.
That's a good shot. Lovely right hand in the closing seconds of this round from Heffron. Ilie's chin being tested once more. What a big round for Heffron, and look what a mess Ilie's face is as he goes back to his corner.
He's enjoying himself now, Heffron.
Straight, fast and light, that's it. Chucks out, whack it, mate. You hit it, mate, and then you hit it, going back, you got to jump on him. Goes back, he's hurt, jump on him, mate. But jabs the main thing, jab nose. Remember last time, innit? The same thing. Goes right.
Anthony Farnell's got to be pleased with most of this, Paul.
Yeah, he will. You know, they'll work on this all the time, and he's a lovely right hand. That was a lovely shot, and Andy Farnell's telling the same advice as what was probably needed. And you know, a few fast and light shots first, open him up a little bit, and let go down to the body nice and hard. You know, which he's doing. As he said, when you hit him, jump on him. You know, he's there for the take, and he's just got a good defence, and that's what's probably keeping him in it.
Third round about to start. This is an 8-rounder. And Heffron winning the first 2 rounds here by a street. It'll be interesting when Ronnie Heffron goes in against somebody who can bang, somebody who fancies their chances of putting him onto the back foot.
It will.
Here he's dictating as he wants.
Yeah, he is, and it will, because this isn't a dig at him, and I'm not having a dig at him. He's like the way Mike Tyson used to be that way. He just didn't care what you had. He's got what he's got, and he's coming to give you it. And that's the way Heffron seems. He doesn't seem to have any respect for any fight, and I mean that as a compliment. He's got no respect for what's coming back at him, and he goes for it, and it's really exciting to watch. But when he comes across someone who's going to be punching, that's when he's going to be really exciting, and I think he's going to be one that fans are going to queue to buy tickets for because of the way he fights. He will take a few shots, and he will certainly give a lot more than he takes, as he's doing tonight. He's attack-minded, and he does it really very well.
Loves to go steaming in, doesn't he? Unloading with those hooks. People with slightly longer memories will go back to Nigel Benn, I suppose, and remember somebody who just loved to tee off with those big shots.
He's one of the favourite fighters I like watching, Nigel Benn. You know, it was just total value for money, and everything.
Well, he wasn't always the best, but my goodness, he sold tickets in just huge numbers.
Exactly. You'd love a time machine to just jump in and go back and watch one of his great fights, or one of his, even one of his poor fights where he had that many knockouts, didn't he? You know, it was frightening just to look at his record. It's amazing to see what he did. And as we've said before about him, he was always at his most dangerous when he got chinned himself.
He was at his most dangerous when he was fighting scared.
Yeah, exactly. We're lucky that we had fighters like that, and that, you know, there's still some more to come, I believe. You know, a lot of people are saying boxing's finished. Boxing's not finished. You know, listen, boxing's striving, and there's always going to be kids coming through.
Good body shots again there from Heffron, followed by the right hand, but Ilie's chin has been tested on more than one occasion, and in this third round, he's still in there. Two of them landing almost simultaneously there. That's a terrific uppercut, lovely right hand. You see Ilie's head jerked back by that one. Well, to what extent is Heffron looking like $1 million? To what extent is Ilie kind of his style is made for him?
I just think the way Heffron come out and stamped his authority on the fight in the first 3 seconds, you know, the first punch he threw, there was a lot of intent in that shot, and I think Ilie's just sort of been known from the first bell that he knows what he's in for, and I think he has just, you know, that old saying again, he's shut up shop, and I don't think he really wants to know. He's starting to let the few big single shots go to try and, you know, probably let Heffron know that he's here, but I think Heffron's turning the screw even more now, and he's taken over, and, you know, it's not even that he's taken over, it was never really in doubt. You know, he's been on the front foot teeing off from the first bell, and it's been all about Ilie's defence for me that's kept him in it. It's just the fact that he's got a strong defence, he's got strong arms, and he's covering up nice, and that's the only reason he's in the fight.
ABA champion beat Bradley Skeet, who himself is still undefeated in the final. Very different sort of fighter, Bradley. So into the fourth round. That's some good quality sparring for this one. Ronnie Heffron been working with Matthew Hall, Adil Anwar. Blood now from the nose of Heffron.
This is how the first round started. Ronnie just come out, put it straight on him, and sort of let him know how the momentum was going to go in the fight, and it stayed that way ever since, obviously. And he's starting to open up a little bit more now, but as you said yourself, John, there's not too much coming back.
Heffron doesn't want to be giving this fella too much encouragement, though.
No. There's a little bit of swelling by Heffron's left eye as well, just underneath his eye. I don't want to probably clash your heads, but his nose is bleeding as well, so I haven't seen too many clean shots landing. Maybe it was a head, maybe it was a little jab gone in here and there.
Ilie's just gaining in confidence, just a wee bit in this fourth round. Heffron has put such a lot into the first three rounds. And Ilie, although receiving a lot, is just having more of a say in this one. The Heffron fans for the moment have just been quietened slightly.
Ilie's got that typical European style, you know, the typical Romanian style, the way he boxes, and he holds the right hand with his palm facing the floor, his right hook's right to the edge with his palm facing the floor. That was a nice body shot there from that got through. And that's what he's been trying to do from the first round, just touch the head first and then just try and bring the elbow forward, just to touch and get round the side, round the back of the elbow, and that one landed. He needs to keep this on though and stop Ilie getting some confidence, I think. This has been Ilie's best round, but it's nowhere near a winning round.
He was taking so much in the early stages. I was beginning to wonder whether Heffron was handing for a quick blowout. Going to take him out at a really early stage. Not quite worked out that way. Ilie trying to carry the fight to Heffron here in the fourth. Hard round, grueling round. So we'll be going into the second half of the fight after this.
I've given all four to Ronnie so far.
Romania's taken a lot of punishment, hasn't he?
He's took a lot of stick. It was like that last round. He finally woke up and started to throw a few back, and he had a little bit of success. You know, not to phone home about, but he was doing a lot more than he did in the previous three rounds. So maybe it's a sign of things to come. Maybe the last four are going to be a bit interesting, and he's going to look the work rate a little bit more. If one thing, he seems tough. He's took a lot more effort he's given, but he's still here and he's still coming forward.
Managed to bloody Heffron's nose at one point. Dean Powell assisting in the corner with Anthony Farnell.
You can hear Anthony Farnell advising him for speed, and it is that speed that he needs. Just a little bit before he left the big bombs go, and just disguised them a little bit because Ilie's an experienced kid, and he's probably used to people like this teeing off and letting him go big shots, and he's got a good defence.
Ilie's only been stopped on 3 occasions. Had 11 defeats, but he usually goes the distance when he does lose. Just taking a look towards his corner again.
You're always curious when you see that from people that are coming from abroad to fight as well. You never know what it's for, you know, whether they're looking for advice, whether they're looking to throw a sign on they're not liking what's happening in the ring. It always baffles me, and I do get curious. One thing he's certainly tough. He's took a lot of clean body shots tonight, what have landed down the sides, and he's took them well.
Yeah, showing himself to be a strong man.
Those uppercuts, you know, I don't care how tough you are, they're sickening when they land, and you get one of them flush with those little 8-ounce gloves on. They're sickening shots.
Oh, it's a body shot. Left hand to the body, and down went Ilie. He'd had the look to the corner. Maybe the toll was telling, and he's taken the knee, and he's been counted out. He'd had enough, and Ronnie Heffron in the 5th round is the winner.
Lovely shot, picked it perfect, as we were saying before, when Anthony Farno was telling him to do. Touch the head first, bring it right round the bottom, you know, just nice, fast, light shots off first, and then let the big ones in, and it landed perfect. Lovely shot.
The fans celebrate. Ilie took a lot of punishment, and Heffron ultimately, well, he just threw too many. And when that went in, he started to unravel from here, and that's the big left hand. Down he went.
Lovely shot, lovely shot. Just touched the head first, a little bit more. Perfect. I don't even think Ilie saw that. I don't even think he saw him throw that. He's blinded by his other elbow and his other glove.
I think he'd already decided before that he'd just about had enough.
Yeah, you spotted it yourself. You've seen him looking at his own corner, you know. We, as we said, it's maybe looking for a way out, maybe looking for a bit of advice, maybe looking for a bit of help, and it was probably the latter. He was looking for a bit of help on the way out.
Hard game, tough game. Ronnie Heffron, the home favourite, gets the win that he wanted. And here's the words of Mark Burdis that he's been hoping to hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 47 seconds of round 5, Trandafir Ilie has failed to beat the referee's count. The winner, in the blue corner, from Oldham, Ronnie Heffron.
They call him the new Ricky Hatton. Ronnie Heffron keeps on winning, and his fan base is growing.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Oh, well, look at him, don't we, Heffron? Yeah.